Whoops. Hello, party people. Good morning. I'm here. We're doing it. I'm in the wrong chair. I have multiple chairs. It's not the right one. This is where my brain is this morning. I can't even get in the right chair. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. Oh my goodness, you guys. Hi, good morning. It is Tuesday? What day is it? I think it's Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday. It's a little wild. Let's see who is on here this morning. Whoop. No. There we go. Good morning, Donna Dragonslayer. We love your emojis. Good morning, Debbie. Hi, good afternoon, Anita. Hi, Chris. Hello, Leah and Linda and Maureen. Hello, fellow Thunder Coffee chatters. Making your coffee. Yeah, gotta get that coffee made. It's time is a-wasting. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Marianne. Good morning, Mrs. Ham. That's me, Mrs. Ham. This is weird. It's wigging me out. I also have an eye thing happening. Woke up with an eye thing. Catch break ground here. Hi, Leslie. Hello. Good morning, Brandy. Hello, Gloria. It's the party people. Sound is required. It's true. Sound is required for most YouTube shows. Accurate. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Gloria. Mrs. Ham is making all the noise. Yes, make as much noise as possible. I just spilled coffee all over my desk, which is why I was like, oh. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, good morning. It's April Fool's Day? Oh, yeah. It is April Fool's Day. Well, let's hope that they said we're supposed to get 2 feet of snow. And let's hope that is April Fool's. Hi, Bixby. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I like how she just didn't answer. She's just like, I'll do it, but I'm not going to talk to you. She's having a morning. Good morning, Georgina. Hello. Happy April Fool's Day. Hi, Terry. Shout out to the fellow Arieses in the group. Hi, Gloria. 3 inches of snow last night. Ugh. Yeah, Jefferson is in Bismarck, and he said that they're having, or Mandan, and he said that they're having a snow day. So I assume it'll be here. It's coming. Montana, now it's in Mandan. They'll be here probably and Molly said it's going to be here in the afternoon. So I said, I'm going to do the morning coffee, and then I run out and get my essentials, because I made a list, toilet paper, coffee creamer, you know how you do. If you're not from the north, maybe you don't know about that. You have to get essentials, because you might not go anywhere for a long time. I don't know if that's do they do that for hot weather? I don't know. Good morning. Hi, Barb. Hi, Tina. Hi, Virginia. Hi, Jenny. Everybody's here. Doing all things. I know, it's April. I was like, oh, thank goodness. It felt like it was March. Literally forever. I was like, there was so many Mondays in March. Too many, in my personal opinion. I was just like, why is this March like the longest March ever? But now it's April, so we're moving on. Oh, hurricane prep? Yeah, that makes sense. We eat milk sandwiches. What's that mean? Do you put your bread in your milk? You dip it in there? Oh, that does not sound good. People run out of milk and bread no matter what the weather is. Oh, really? I felt bad because I have a whole jug of milk that I didn't open, and now I think it's bad. And I'm like, it's just the little one, just like the little one. Because I'm like, I might need it. I didn't need it. So that's where I'm at with the milk situation. And now I feel bad, and I'm like, what am I going to do with it? Because it's like a couple days bad, but I can't. So I'm like, Good morning. March was long. I'm ready for April. Yeah. Always wonder what's with the milk sandwiches taste like. Ew. It seems like we've been through at least 3 seasons already this year. I hear that, Virginia. You know, although yesterday I made I don't even know what you want to call it. I made soup, I guess. I guess it's soup. It's not soup. It's ramen. I made ramen, but I made it with like no sodium chicken broth, and then I got Thai rice noodles, which don't have any sodium in them, and then you just put whatever you want. But I didn't have any mushrooms, and I love to put a bunch of mushrooms in there. So yesterday I put shrimp and tofu. It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. I've never cooked tofu before. You have to cook it first before you put it in the soup, I think. I don't know. I Googled it. It said pan fry it. So I pan fried it, the tofu, and I put it in there, and it was fine. It didn't taste like anything. It just tastes like tofu. And then I put a few shrimp. And today I'm going to add, because this is what I do, I'm going to add another nest of noodles when I make it for lunch today. And then I'm also going to add a can of oysters. And I'm excited about that. So that's my goal for the day. But I also have to go to the doctor at 12:30, so might have to eat that kind of early. Which seems like an odd time to eat oysters, but okay. All right. You can bake with the milk. What? Thanks, Gloria. Thank you. She's like, oh, you can bake with it. Oops, I forgot. You don't cook. Correct. You are correct. I was just gonna say, yeah. Like, what am I gonna make? Tofu. Oh, Barb does not like tofu. It doesn't even taste like anything. I just put seasoning on it. Well, see, the thing with the ramen noodles is like the real ramen, you know, with all the like good stuff in there. I like that, but I can't have that. You can't have like the cheap ramen, like the 25-cent ramen, because it's got way too much sodium in it. It's like, if you read it, it's like 1,500 milligrams, and then it's like, and there's four servings in this little package or whatever. It's like 4,000 milligrams of sodium to eat 1 pack of ramen. That is very bad for you. Too much. It's too much. Pancakes. Okay, I could probably make pancakes. I could probably do that. Anyway, all right, y'all. Hi, Release the Crafton. Hello, good morning, Melinda. Good morning, good morning. 2025 is moving quick for you? I feel like 2025 is trying to kill me. I don't know. I honestly am not sure if I'm going to make it. I'm trying. I'm out here trying. That's all I can do. Good morning, Susan. Ramen, it costs $5.99 a pack. What? Oh, is that like a certain kind? Is this like words, or are we just texting weird things? Not a fan of the tofu. It's not the taste, it's the texture. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's a dumb question. Maybe I should Google that. I'm not exactly sure what tofu is. Like it's tofu like its own thing? Like, is tofu a thing, or is it like things that are made up that makes tofu? I'm not sure. And they kept saying on the Google video that it's pressed tofu, and I don't know what that means either. So I'm just like, soy. It's soybeans. Soybeans. Okay, see, this is how you learn things. It's soybeans. Soybean curd. What is the difference between curd and soybeans? It's so. Is it cooked soybeans? Do they cook it? Curds? Whatever. Fermented. Well, you guys know a lot about tofu. Okay. Taste and texture. Can't do it. High protein, plant-based food made from soybeans. It's often used as meat substitute for vegetarians and vegans and has minimal flavor. It takes on flavors of whatever is cooked. It's soy, and it's not really good for you. It's not good for you. Usually little chunks of tofu in my miso soup. Yeah, I like that. Hi, Nicole. I agree. 100% agree. I love it in the miso soup and in the hot and sour soup. Love it. have no idea what a curd is, right? I'm trying to learn things. I don't know. Tofu is made of soaking, cooking, or crushing soybeans into a liquid thickness with a coagulant, and it comes in soft, firm, and extra firm textures. Yes. Okay, that I know because I got the extra firm tofu because I thought I'm going to cook it, so it better be, like not squishy, right? Cooked and mashed. Good morning. Hi, Heather. Organic soy is fine, I think. My sister is allergic to soy. Oh, I thought they were using soy to substitute, like with babies. They use the soy milk to substitute for dairy things, and then is that, I didn't know you could be allergic to soy. I mean, I guess you could be allergic to everything, anything. Long time lurker, first time commenter. Oh, well, welcome in, Nicole. Don't have no fear. Feel free to jump in on this soy conversation, and then we're going to look at some beads. You are a delightful human. Oh, thank you. I try. Gloria says, Nicole, welcome. Jelly beans. Jellied beans. I see you, PK. Welcome. It messes with hormones. What? Oh, I lurked for a long time, too. A lovely community. Thank you. Welcome. All right, well, so we learned something new today, or well, I did, about soybeans. Tofu is soybeans. Okay. Organic soy is hormone-free. Wait a minute now. What makes it not organic? They put hormones in that, because if it's soybeans, those are plants. Those are plants. I thought they only put hormones in meat. Is that not true? See, I don't know anything. I'm like, you know what I just found out? I was 30 years old when I found this out. 35. How old was I? No, I was probably like 36. I was like 36 years old, and I was out at the bead store, and this is where I find out information. And I don't cook, and I'm also not very good at the nutritional things, and I've been trying to be better about nutritional things, right? Especially when I was doing stuff with the baby, and now, Jeff wants to get pregnant again and all that, and so I've been trying to be better about knowing things. Well, I was out at the store, and Jack, he was like, so he's just eating a hamburger patty, which I mean is fine. I was just like, but I had something, and I was like, oh, do you want one of these things or whatever, and offered to everybody. And he was like, no, I don't eat anything but meat. So then he was telling me about his carnivore diet or whatever he was doing. And then, so whatever about that, do what you do. It's fine. I don't know. And then, but we were talking about the food pyramid, and he was like, the food pyramid was produced by the agriculture people. And I'm like, what? The food pyramid was produced by the agriculture people, and then it says that you're supposed to eat all these carbohydrates, and he's like, and that is a lie. You're not supposed to eat all those things. It's the biggest food group, but because the agriculture people are the people who created the food pyramid, and they are the ones who are always remember when they taught you about the food pyramid in the schools and everything? He's like, yeah, and that's not true, and then they're trying to change it and all this, and I'm like, I was unaware of any of those things. So I was like, oh. But now I just feel like there's so much weirdness with food that I just don't believe anybody. I don't believe anything that anybody says. They're like, I only eat the carnivore diet. I'm like, well, okay, I don't believe you. I got these other people who are like, we only eat the, whatever, the paleo. And I'm just like, well, okay, I don't care. I don't know. I don't believe anything anybody says at this point. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they just say everything is bad for you. But I'm trying. Soy naturally has a plant compound that can mimic the effects of estrogen. Okay, so is that bad? Here's the question. If I'm trying to get pregnant, should I not eat that then? Should I not eat tofu? That's the question, because I'm trying to be doing that. Yes, food pyramid was marketing concept. Actually, it just eat food that is balanced and don't overdo it. Less sugar and processed foods. Yeah, I believe that, PK. I do believe that. There's a lot of sugar and there's a lot of my thing is salt. I'm like, there's salt in everything. Oh my goodness. You should talk to your OB. Yeah. Last thing you want to be is annoying. Carbs turn into sugars. It is, I am diabetic, so I need to be careful about all my carbs. Yes. That I did know that. Yeah, that's how I feel, Rosanna. It's good for you. It's bad for you. It's good for you. It's bad for you. I don't know. Whatever. What are we doing? You're not supposed to eat deli meat. Yeah. I found that out too, Heather, when I was reading the book. American Diabetes Association. Yeah, they got a lot of books out there. Okay, anyways, I digress. We've been carrying on. That's just part of our fun. I got some stuff. I went shopping in the downstairs. This morning and I was like, what am I gonna make? Wait, I gotta get my, there we go. I'm gonna make something today. There's lots of salt in deli meat. Buy lower sodium deli meat. Yeah, I've been really cutting salt out a lot, and it does seem to help me quite a lot. My blood pressure's really down a lot. It was like in the 130s and 140s, like the top number, and then now it's like it's like in the 117 or 16, or it's like in the teens. And that's just from not eating sodium stuff. So that's good. Here's the things I picked out. So these are all things that we launched yesterday in the drop. It's kind of fun because I got to have my own little bucket. I was just down there and I'm like, I got my own little shopping bucket because I did some shipping yesterday. You might have seen, if you guys, I put some of your orders out yesterday because I was trying to get ahead of it. You know, so it's just me now. Gotta do my best. So I got these. These are definitely going to be earrings. We're going to make those today. This I think we're going to make tomorrow. This is the faceted adventuring. And then I got it with the little peacock. I'm not 100% on which way I want to go on like making this, but look how cute. Yeah. Both green adventuring. This for tomorrow. I'll put him over here so I don't get confused. Your excellent blood pressure. You're doing... Yes, I am, Gloria. I graduated on my blood pressure program. After I had the baby, they had put me on this blood pressure program, and I had to take my blood pressure all the time, a couple times a day. And now, they said I don't have to do it anymore. So I grabbed up these guys. These are the ones that I was saying, they look different on the camera. But, and I got this little tiny dragonfly. I'm so excited. So I'm kind of going to make like a version of that necklace I was wearing yesterday because I really liked it. And I was just like, And then I got this little tiny dragonfly. There still are some of these online if you want some. I think they're like $4 or something. I don't know if you can see. Okay, you can see it's blue and pink. It's very cute. That's good about your blood pressure. Thank you. We got zoom in. And then I got this piece of chain. Now I will say there's only like 2 pieces of this chain left, like 2 feet or something. I got to restock it. But I did take one, and I want to just wire wrap in between here with these little crystals, and then this is going to be my little necklace. I think it's going to be cute, pretty dainty. And then They don't necessarily have to be matching earrings, but they could be. And these are those little stainless steel filigrees. It's a beautiful strand. Yeah. So, I'm thinking, I gotta get my tools out. Oh, also, last night I did launch, since it's sitting here, I launched Radiant Blooms. So that is online. The featured stone for Radiant Blooms is rose quartz. The stone of love and compassion. And then all of this is on the Radiant Blooms on the website. And I went in there and I added all these things to Radiant Blooms that were already online, that we had online already. And these things too. And then over the course of April, we have 4 tubs of items that go with this. So those will be our bead drops for Monday. So it is up there. It doesn't have anything like super new in it, but it will have next week. Okay, what are we doing here? We need some wire. I also have to finish. I haven't finished my thing we started on Friday, obviously, because I got called away. So I gotta finish that. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to finish it today, but maybe. All right, so we're going in with the gold wire. We're gonna need something small. Probably a 24, honestly. 22, 22, 20, 24. We've got options. Jefferson's just dropping by to press like. Good morning. Good morning, Jefferson Ham. See which one of these is more matchy. I think this one probably more matchy. I think Jeff said he's having a snow day. Or maybe he got called in. I don't know what he's doing. Extra blood pressure. Extra blood pressure. Beautiful. You're going to do a double like today? Oh, thank you, Kim. We appreciate your double likes. All right. So I picked these because they're pretty small. I think these are 4s, 5s, 4s or 5s. I think they're probably 4s. They look like 4s. I'm not gonna need that many, but I might as well just take them off. May as well just take them off of there. All right. So now, this is only 1 foot of chain, which obviously is 12 inches. It's not very much chain, but I'm going to snip these little tiny guys inside of here, and I'm gonna wire wrap in these crystals. This is going to give me more length, and it's also, I mean, I don't know how much more cost effective it's gonna be, like, you know, as far as if I, because time, you know, but whatever. We're gonna do the dang thing anyway. Let's make sure that we have some gold jump rings that are gonna fit in here. I'm thinking we got some Tinky Tots that'll fit. Tinky Tots, where you at? Here you are. Oh, that weirded me out. That can't be right. Can it? Sorry, something weird is happening. This says closed. I don't think that's true. One of these things might be a lie. Yeah, okay. I was like, that's not right. So, you don't go on here. You probably, Don't go. You probably go on this one. That just means that the jump rings are soldered shut. I was like, that's weird. Anyways, there we go. Let's make sure these are going to fit if we need them. Because we could do a couple of things. We could wire wrap these together on the chain and then not use jump rings at all. Or we can use these Tinky Tot jump rings. Tinky Tots are anything that is 4mm or smaller in Randy World. Okay? And these are Tinky Tot ovals and they do fit. So, these guys are soldered, so they have to be cut. And if that bothers you, don't look! You guys, I was online and I saw this gal. I watched this gal on Facebook. She's pretty funny. And she had a t-shirt. Her daughter sells t-shirts or whatever. And she had a t-shirt. And I would have ordered it if they would have been in stock. It was already sold out. That's because it was a good t-shirt. And it said, hating me will not make you rich, pretty, or likable. Or something. Or no, rich, pretty, or famous. Thanks, bye. And I was like, yeah, that seems appropriate. I thought it was funny. Okay, I'm just going to cut a couple here. We'll get working on this. So yesterday, I guess I should have brought that necklace over here. If you weren't here yesterday. Okay, so yesterday I was wearing this necklace that I got out in Taylor's Falls quite a long time ago. It's a vintage necklace with some vintage swans on it. And that's all it is. Anyway, and we were pulling all these pendants and stuff out, and I was like, oh, I'll just wear this with this necklace. I'll just wear this with this necklace. So I was like, well, I'll just make a version of it. But as you can see, this chain is significantly smaller. But it'll be a lot more dainty with these daintier beads. But we also have a daintier pendant, right? So I'm just like, yeah, that'll be good. So that's kind of the idea. So we're going to use this 24 gauge wire. And so obviously if we use jump rings, it's also going to be more flexible. Let me see if this one has jump rings. It does. Yeah. It's going to be more flexible, and it's also going to add more length, probably with less stuff, because we only got 12 inches of this, so I think that's probably the way we're going to go. That's the way we're going to go. So I'm going to make these pretty small. Two, three. I love that chain. Dang it. I guess we're in the days where Randy likes to drop things now. I guess. Whoops. And I'm just gonna do one little bead. Just one little teeny tiny bead. Okay. Alright. Gotta get it together here. Pliers and such and things. I think it's probably operator. It's probably the operator. It's probably not the pliers. I love that. Yeah, it's going to be cute. So I'm going to put it on there so we can see how it looks to see if I like it. I'm like, can I see? Yeah, I can. Can I? Yeah, I can. I can barely see that. I was like, did I tuck it? Okay, so I probably have to make my loops maybe a little bit smaller. But we're doing what we can. All right, let's take this guy and this guy, this guy. Operator error. You are correct, Rosanna. Boop. Yeah, so that's going to give us a lot more length. And we'll put the other side on. These 4mm Tinky Tots, they really do come in handy, let me tell you what. They do make things look more streamlined, I guess, because they're so small that sometimes you don't even really notice them too much. Oh, look how cute it's gonna be. I like it. Let's do another one. Good morning. Hi, Rebecca. Yeah, so let me do another one, and then we'll see what it looks like with the little dragonfly on there. I gotta be way up here to make this little tiny loop. I gotta remember that. Sometimes I get going and then I forget all about the little tiny loop situation. 2, 3. Today is April 1st and I'm starting my moving plan today. Did I tell you guys that? Part of my moving plan for today says that I gotta make some bins, and then I gotta put labels on my bins about keeping and putting in storage and donating and selling and whatever. And then I gotta go around the house and I gotta make some lists of the problem areas, the things I have determined are the problem areas. I was like, can we just put the whole house on the problems areas list? Like, what do you mean? And I gotta fill out some paperwork for the moving people. And I guess me and Jefferson are gonna have a conversation about whether we're gonna use a moving company or whatever. We were talking about it last night. And I was like, okay. So, we're going to work on that. Day one of the moving plan. It's happening. Okay. We all have those moments. I cut an earring apart on one of my videos accidentally, and the wrap sucked. I need a new pair of those pliers. My last pair walked away. It's almost like my jewelry stuff comes to life. Toy Story style. I know. Well, I think we got some on the website if you need one. I think they're like 12 buckaroonies. I have multiple pairs because I don't like to share my tools with anybody. What size wire are you using? I am using wire size 24. 24 gauge. I'm not concerned about my 24 gauge because everything that's going to be on here is going to be pretty small. And it's not like I'm putting a bunch of things, like, I don't know what you want to call that. Like, I'm not putting like a bunch of beads. I'm just putting one, so everything's kind of condensed, which I feel like it won't be a problem for breaking. But look how cute. I mean, yeah, this is going to take a hot minute, but look how cute it is. Okay, so then we put our dragonfly. Now we got to figure out where we want our dragonfly to be. We don't want him to be on this bar. I can tell you that much. Because when he goes on the bar, he'll always sit weird. It'll always sit weird. because, you know, gravity. So I think what I want to do is maybe I just want to do one of these numbers. And then I'm thinking, do I want to put a bead and have him be on the bead, or do I want him to be on the bar? I think I want him to be on the bar. Let me try it. So he comes with a jump ring already on there, a round one, to hang him. So put him on there like this, and then put this guy. Close this up. And then couple options with this. So you could put this right here on the same loop if you want to. When it's spread open, it might look kind of funny. Or you can put it here. So there's a couple options with this if you want it to hang correctly. Let me get it straightened out so we can see. So you can go like so. Oh, not in the camera. You can go like so. Another thing I could do is I can remove this jump ring and just put this guy on there, which is what I think I'll do. Dun, dun, dun. So I was thinking that it was going to work out where I could just put the chain on. But in order for that to work out, the loop would have had to bend like this, so like you can see through to the mat, you know? And then it would have hung correctly, which I could add another jump ring to here, but then I feel like it hang down too much. Or I could remove it, but this loop doesn't have enough space for me to hang everything I want. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make this guy. Try to make this guy work for both sides of the chain. And we'll see how that works. Yeah, that's better. So now he's just like, you can see the little V. I'll put some more chain on there so you can see it. Less hoopla in the middle. Hi! I got married on April 1st. There isn't much weight. I think that if you wrap him up, he will hold up just fine. Yeah. I think so too. I think he's going to be quite dainty. I think this might be one of the more daintier things I've made. I'm not generally like a dainty making person, but you know, when in Rome. So yeah, anyways, after I'm done here, I'm gonna run down and I got a couple of orders to pack up. And I'm gonna do as many as I can do before I gotta go to the doctor. I gotta go to the doctor today at 12:30. So, I'll probably have to do the rest when I get back. Happy anniversary. Happy birthday. It's my baby sister's birthday. Oh. Bet you that was a surprise on April Fool's Day. I don't remember if I ever did like April Fool's jokes. I think I did when I was a kid. Did you guys ever do April Fool's jokes? Because now I'm like, well, obviously everybody's going to know because April Fools. But then it's like, maybe it's people like me who forgot it was April Fools because they're busy. You know? I don't know. Okay, so here we're getting some more beads on. Things are coming together a little better. You can see. Get this other little bar on there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then when we hold it up, it's gonna fly straight. So that's what the Y kind of looks like. Sometimes for a long time I really struggled with the Y situation, like getting it to, like just figuring out the kind of the construction there on how to make it hang straight the way I want. And this is going to work out pretty good. You could always replace this oval with a round one if that makes you feel more comfortable, but I think it'll be fine because then when it really does pull up, it's going to do the oval situation, like that when you're wearing it. So I do like that. And since it is so dainty, I think it's cute. I think it's cute. It's so cute, you guys. I'm liking it. 9:44. My goodness. My goodness. Okay. So these guys are the ones I've cut off. Those have to go in the trashy. And based on how we're going with this, we should have no problem if we do this for each one. We shouldn't have any problem doing this with 1 foot of chain. So I also think this is a good example of like, yeah, you could just use this chain just like this if you bought enough to, have enough. But like, this is a good way too to just add a little length to your chain. Sometimes chains are expensive, and it might take a little more time, but honestly, it also looks really cute. Jump rings make the charm straight. Took me a while to learn that when I first started as a maker. Yeah. And I don't really care like how many jump rings I got to put on there to make it work out, or, because some pendants have the loop where the circle and it's looking down at the mat, and then some have them the other way where it's not. It would be like a stringing, like where you would string it and then it would hang straight. And I don't know, those are things you just learn, I think, as you're making. And they're never things I ever thought about, like, before, even when I was early in jewelry making and stuff like that. Like, if I was out buying some stuff or something, I never thought, oh, well, which way is this going to hang right? Am I going to be able to get it on there or whatever? I never really thought about that stuff. But now, obviously, I do. I mean, I don't really think about it in the fact of, like, let it hinder me or anything. But it's just you might have to do a little extra construction-y things. But that's fine, because that's part of the beading process. Honestly, that's my favorite part of the beading process. Because I am a firm believer, and I'm like, if I can think about it, it can happen. Just got to figure out how to make it happen. And that's the fun part. That's the part I like. It's kind of like the puzzle part. And just think, some people just go through life not making their own jewelry. It's like, why would you do that? I don't understand. I need all of the chain in my life. It's beautiful. I know. I gotta restock it. I'm going out to the store. Let's see if they got any. If not, I might have to ask Jeff to order some, because we've had this chain on the site for a while. We've sold, I want to say, a few rolls of it. There's only 2 feet left on this roll, so I might have to ask him to order some. I don't ask Jeff to order too many things because, you know, I don't want to be too much. But generally when I ask him to, he just says, okay, when I make my next order, but I don't ever know when that's going to be. Neither does he, so you know, we do our best. I did text Amber and I said, please pull all the rainbow crystals off the wall because I've got people who want them. I'm actually going to end up going, this little tail is being funny. I'm actually going to end up going to the store Thursday this week because tomorrow's Wednesday and it's members only bingo, so I have to be home. So don't forget, if you are a member, which means you have a ducky next to your name over here in the comments, you are a paying member of the channel. You get to play bingo tomorrow during the members only live at 3 o'clock. You should already have your bingo cards. FYI on that. Love it. I need all the chain. Unfortunately, my husband passed away in 2003, so it's not a big day for me anymore. Oh. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that, Chris. Oh. Okay. It was a long time ago. I guess I don't think of it like that. Like my brain, when my brain thinks about the 2000s, it doesn't like compute very good. So you said 2003, and I guess that was like what? It was like 20 some years ago. But in my head, I'm thinking, oh, that was just like a couple years ago, you know? Because that's how my brain thinks about the 2000s. I don't know why. Hey. Uh-oh. What am I doing here? Very true. And on Thursday, Rosanna is going to draw for one of her mugs. Oh, is that right? Is that going to be on a live show, Rosanna? I know you're saying you're going to do some more live shows. I'm sorry. I've just been very busy. I'm trying to do everything here. I know you said you were going to do some more lives. Is that because you got your new tripod? Did you use it yesterday or whatever? Did it work out? Do you love it? What's the Scooby? What's the Scooby on the new tripod? Are we loving it? I am struggling with this one. I doesn't want to get on there. It's like, okay, we've had enough. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so cute. I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. It's gonna take us a little bit of time. Might have to work on him a little bit tomorrow or something. Or maybe if I'm feeling snazzy, I can finish him up tonight. But I don't know. Honestly, I got a lot to do today. I'm trying to get my projects accomplished while I'm still on the live, when I start them on the live, because otherwise I'm like, oh yeah, I'll finish that later, and then later comes and I have other things to do, so I'm just like, nope, we gotta finish it on the video. I don't know. I mean, obviously you guys are pretty pretty experienced beaders. It's not like you need to see the whole process, but I might need to do the whole process on here. Look how cute. Oh. Yeah, he's so cute. Okay, so here's the deal. The setup looks great. Very true. I feel like that way about the 90s. The 90s were a lot of fun. I had the 90s first. I see all these little kids running around in their like little teenage thing, and they're like, we're going to do 90s stuff. And I'm like, we had the 90s first. You're cute. Jordan wore a Sublime t-shirt the other day, and I was like, do you like Sublime? And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, the band. You're wearing the shirt. And she was like, oh, I didn't know it was a band. I just like the cover art, or like the whatever was on it. And I was just like, Jeff! Get this kid a Sublime album. I just got a notice about my 50th high school reunion. Oh my, are you going to go? I don't know if I've ever been to a high school reunion. The tripod works great. The mug is one of my logo mugs, giving it away as a random drawing since getting 25 new members. So it will be on my members live. Oh, yay! Wonderful. I love it, and I knew I would love it. The necklace. Okay, so let me show you some stuff here before we jump off. We're going to go, oh, not that one. We're going to go this one. Might have to have Jeff move that button. Just in my head, it doesn't compute. Anyway, a lot of things don't compute in my head sometimes. I just get in my own way of doing things, and I'm like, the button's here, and it's never the right one. Anyway, here we go. So I did move some of these things to the front page if you were looking for them. So here's the beads that we're using. They're $3. Here is the filigrees. Those are $1.30 a piece. And then this is the little Dragonfly, and he is $4.30. Oh no, you can probably see him in the picture. See his picture? See how he's blue and pink? Yeah, super cute. So we got that going on. Those are the things we used today. And then I do have the chain on here, but like I said, there's only 2 feet of it left. So I guess whoever gets that can get that. That's going to be here in the chain. So I'm trying to explain more about like where things are, because sometimes people are, they don't know where the things are, you know? Oops. So here's that chain. I got to restock this, but this is the chain. It's $4 a foot. There's 2 feet left. So if you want it, there you go. And then also, since I'm refocusing the business on like being by myself and working by myself, you know, I have to ask everybody to please go to the website, make your purchases, because we're not doing live sales anymore. So this is kind of a thing that we got to do. Here is the new Radiant Bloom collection. So this is the plan for April. So all of the information is there, same as it was for the last few months, under the bead store. And if you look under the bead store, I haven't removed any of these collections. They're still here. I'm just moving them to the bottom. So like here's the Nature's Awakening collection, Ember Hearts, Crystal Clarity. So that's January, February, March, and then April's at the top. Thank you for the card. Oh, you're welcome. Are you guys getting your cards? I've been considering sending you one. Advertising, you know. Oh, I'm going to get a Rosanna's Gardens, the mug. Oh, I would love that. I will use it. If you send it, I will use it. So here we are in the Radiant Bloom collection. So this is all new. You can look at this information if you want. Again, I've already gone through everything that's going to be in this collection. Here's the list of beads that we will sell throughout the month. Here's the list of charms that we will sell throughout the month, and then they all have their meanings and their symbolism. So like if you were like me at all, I really am into symbolism and the stone meanings and the symbolism and the things and the stuff. And if you're into that, I've already researched all that for you. So you can see it here, and it'll tell you like a little snippet. You could include those things, like if you're selling, you could include those things in like your description, you know, like the meaning of the of the flower charms representing growth, beauty, and renewal, you know, and kind of have a place to start on your description if you want that kind of thing. And then the color palette. So I've already added some things here that that will go into this collection. These are not the brand new things that are going to be coming out, because those are going to be coming out every Monday, but these are the things that we already had online that go in this collection. So you got your adventuring and your rose quartz. So the rose quartz is going to be really like the focal for this, the focal bead for Radiant Blooms. So it's supposed to be like kind of gardeny, you know, like pastel-y kind of things, like just waking up. We got our pearls in there. We got our bird nests. I love the adventuring, the green adventuring and the carnelian together because they are amazing. And so these are some things that have been in past collections as well. They're still in those collections because I can put them in multiple collections. And then I've added some of my jewelry items that I thought were kind of like inspiring for this collection. So like maybe if you like just wanted to look at like some ideas of things you would make with this collection, like there you go. These are not obviously things made out of these things because I haven't gotten that far yet. They're just things that I already had on the website. But in my opinion, they work. These are cute. So there we go. That's what we got going on. So you guys can take a look at that if you want to. And I will be adding to that starting on Monday. And then they were going to use these ones tomorrow and this one tomorrow. This one and this one. Which I don't know exactly. This peacock looks way darker. I guess he is kind of darker. I don't know exactly what we're going to do with this. Like what we're going to make it into. But we're going to figure it out. So anyway. Good morning. I've never been to any of mine. Wait, what? What's happening? I'm behind. Hey, the setup looks great. I've never have either. Thank you for the card. Yes, I love my card. How's Grandma doing? I guess you updated her, but I was late. Grandma is still at home. She's still at home. They sent her home, and they're waiting for the oncologist. She's got to have an oncologist appointment to give her her diagnosis, and then they're considering transferring her to Rochester, which means that she'll just be about 4 hours from me, and I don't know. So all of that's kind of up in the air right now. So she is at home. They've given her some antibiotics and some pretty heavy-duty painkillers. She's in a lot of pain, and she has infection, and she was in sepsis, and she was going into kidney failure, but they got that under control. And I talked to her a little bit yesterday, and she's doing a lot better than she was when she went into the hospital. I'm waiting for the antibiotics to work and to get the infection down, and then she's got to go see the oncologist and then have some biopsies done, and then I guess we'll see what the plan is. I got a card. Thank you. I got one from Amber too. Tell her she rocks. Oh, what lovely. That's lovely, Deborah. So happy to hear that. I did a quick design for PR beads you sent me, and I will be making that soon. Yay! Today we are making a wire wrapped heart. Oh, fun. I'm excited to see. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with Grandma. It's kind of in the air, but moreover, this weekend, Jeff's uncle passed away, so I think, I haven't heard anything yet about when the funeral is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be this weekend. I don't know. So we found that out on the way home from the Grandma thing. So we're I don't know. I don't know. So that's what we got going on. It's a lot of things. Also, in other news, I tried out my new hair doer thing, and it worked out pretty good. It's just like the hot iron thing, the straight iron thing. And I have all these other curling irons, and I was using them, and then I forgot my bag at Jeff's house, which is also where my cats are. Molly got here, and I was like, there's no cats. She was like, what? Lily's been in the bed for 2 days. She can't. She's just like, my mother just took my cats and left them somewhere and did abandonment. She won't get out of bed. I'm like, they're with your father. Calm down. But yeah, so I left my bag, and in my bag I had my curling irons. And so I was like, well, I guess we'll try this flat iron. But it actually worked out pretty good. You just did little flippies. Pretty good. Pretty good out of 10, I think. All right, guys. Well, thanks for showing up. I hope you're all having a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. We would love to see what you are making in the Facebook group. If you want to do hashtag what's on my mat today. I'm going to, I don't know. No, I'm going to pack and ship. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to go pack and ship before the doctor. I hope you guys have a lovely day. I'll be back tomorrow again, just as a reminder. Bingo for members tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Okay, bingo is for members only. And then I will probably be going to the store on Thursday. So if you have stuff that you want and you haven't already messaged me, you can always do the bead request form on the website. It's in the bottom at the black box, or you can text the bat phone and let me know if you need stuff. I'm going Thursday this week, which is a weird day, but here we are. So that's what we got going on. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning where we will be doing more things and stuff.